What is up, guys? My name is LoverFella and welcome back to the Isle. This is not a new game, but it's a new game for me, and it's basically a really cool dinosaur game where you actually play as the dinosaur, and in this mode we actually get to upgrade our dinosaur. So we start off as like a little baby aggressive carnivore. We go kill other dinosaurs, and as you get more kills and as you progress and you survive, you get to unlock more and more dinosaurs. But if you die, you have to start completely back at the beginning. So I'm playing on one of the official servers today. This is one of my first times playing it, and so I don't really know how difficult this game's going to be. I don't really know what the environment's like here. I haven't killed anything yet, but we're going to try that. And today we're going to talk about something really important. So if you see me looking off, we're going to be looking at some notes I have for this video. It's actually going to be really informative and probably different than a lot of videos that you're used to me making, because I'm trying to add a lot of value to the content that I'm making here. And so today's topic we're going to talk about while we play this game, to get a really healthy mind and body. That's just what we're going to talk about. Like a lot of you guys watching, I mean, even me for that instance, you don't have the mind or the body that you're looking for. You have a lot of problems. You really want to get to a point where you're happy with where you are. So I'm reading some notes. I kind of am stealing / borrowing these from one of my favorite motivational speakers, and I'm just going to share with you. So I hope you guys are ready to learn. So we're going to talk about something really basic at first. We're going to talk about oxygen, okay? As you guys know, your bodies are made of oxygen. Your red blood cells require a lot of oxygen. Every time you breathe, you're taking oxygen in and exhaling carbon dioxide. It's extremely important to get that into your body. If you don't, you can die very quickly. In fact, you can die quicker from no oxygen than you can die from no food or no water. So it is the most important thing to you, but most of you don't even think about it. You can breathe all day, hundreds of thousands of times a day, and you never think about it, right? That happens to all of us. I mean, you don't ever think about breathing unless I tell you. And if I start talking about yawning, you're going to start yawning, you know? I hear Big Dino. Let's go get that guy over here. But one thing that you need to think about is actually supplying nutrients to your cells, all right? This is a thing a lot of people don't even consider. So to supply nutrients to your cells, you need to supply them with enough oxygen. So to get that, you need to take deep breaths. So a simple rule that this website is suggesting is the 1-4-2 rule, where you take 10 big breaths and you inhale for 8 seconds. So over 8 seconds, hold it for 32 seconds, and then breathe out over 16 seconds. So if you can do that about 10 times in a row, it's going to really fuel you up, give your cells enough oxygen if they're not going to have any problems. And then your oxygen in your cells is going to be better, and you're actually going to start feeling better overall. Super simple thing. Do you do it? Probably not. A lot of people don't do it. But if you're not taking enough breaths, you have shallow breathing, you're nervous, you're anxious, whatever it is, you don't have enough breath coming in, you're not going to be getting enough oxygen. Like, think about it, it's like freaking food and water. Like, you have to eat, you have to drink, you make a conscious effort to do it. You should make a conscious effort to breathe too. It's just super simple and super important. And so that's going to really help you just mentally really start focusing on things a lot better. And just as an aside here, I have a feeling we're going to find some dinos to kill, hopefully by the water. If I was a herbivore, that's where I would go. I'm just saying. Now, just on the topic of this oxygen thing real quick, remember that your cardiovascular system, your heart, that has its own pump, all right? That's going to pump itself. The heart pumps it. You don't have to make a conscious effort to pump your blood. It happens by itself. But for breathing, you have to do that. There's no automatic pump that happens for your oxygen. You have to manually do it. And so if you're not manually doing it correctly, you will not get it. Oh, can I drink this, by the way? I really don't see many dinosaurs here. We're going to find them, though. I see birds flying in the distance, and that's a sign of a dinosaur, right? Probably. So benefits of breathing more are going to be that you're going to have actually a reduced risk of cancer, because with enough oxygen in your cells are going to be more powerful, and it's going to allow them to clean toxins out of your body a lot easier. So take a conscious effort to really focus on your breathing at least once a day. 10 deep breaths. I mean, 8 seconds in. And then just hold it for 32 seconds. You guys can hold it for that long and just do it, and you're just going to feel so much better. You're going to feel more powerful overall. And it's a huge benefit. All right, up next, we're going to talk about exactly what our dinosaur is in right now, which is water. Water is one of probably I would say, ooh, I hear a dino. Water's probably the second most important thing. You all know how important water is. It is what makes you live. It is like 90% of your body. Your brain is 80% water. You will die without water. You need water every single day, and you all make a conscious effort to drink it. You should take your body weight and divide it by 2 and then drink that many ounces in water every single day. And it's massively important. Like, basically every single thing that your body does by itself will not function without enough water. So if you're not drinking enough water every day, which I bet a lot of you aren't, you're drinking pop and you're drinking juice and you're drinking a lot of unhealthy stuff. Come on, that's some really slow stamina. Look how slow that comes back up. But if you're not drinking enough water, you are going to feel awful all the time. So if you notice you're tired a lot, you don't have enough energy, start drinking more water. It's like the most basic thing, but so many people do not drink water. I mean, it's unbelievable. I know people that will, you know, every time they go out to eat, they're getting pop, and it's okay to have maybe once or twice a year, I would say, like minimally take it in. You're gonna feel awful if you're drinking it a lot, but water is so important. You can drink tea, water, coffee, as long as it's a base of water, it's gonna be good. All right, now we're gonna move on, talk about your diet a little bit. A lot of you do not realize this, all right? I didn't know this for the longest time, but fats are actually really good for you. You should not cut fats out of your diet. There's some specific fats that are extremely healthy. There's some that are extremely bad. So processed fat, like fat in your pizza and pizza grease and bacon grease, it's not good for you. You know that. You shouldn't eat it. But fats that are good for you include like omega oils from like avocados and types of nuts and salmon. There's a lot of different foods that can give you really healthy fats. And essentially what the fats do on a biological level is they help create the lipid membrane around your cells. So if you've taken biology 1 in high school, you know all about how the cell looks, and it has a little cell membrane, and the lipids are what basically keep like water out of your cell. They can open and let certain things in and certain things out. So if you don't have enough of the good fats in your body, that lipid membrane is going to deteriorate. So this is something you can't see. You don't really think about. You don't pay attention to your lipid membrane, but as it continues to deteriorate, bad things are going to get into your cells, and you're going to start getting sick. You can get diseases. You can just have horrible things happen to you because you're not eating enough fats. So if your diet doesn't consist of things like avocado, salmon, nuts, you know, freaking hazelnuts, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, all that stuff has amazing oils that you need, amazing fats that you need. And so if you're not consuming those on a regular basis, you probably have weak lipid membranes, which can just result in a massive amount of problems to you. And so like, as you can see, there's like a lot of small things you have to do to keep your mind under control. Alright, so just talking about this game real quick, it seems like this is a PvP server, so there's other dinosaurs here that are trying to grow and find people, but I have no idea how to find these other dinosaurs. I'm looking all over the place, and I've literally not seen a single other dinosaur yet, so I apologize if we don't see anyone, but hopefully we do. I'm kind of trying to follow the growls while I talk to you guys about some of this stuff. So up next, the alkalinity of your stomach. This is extremely important. A lot of people don't know this either. I mean, all of these people don't know, apparently, is what I'm saying. And I say that because I didn't know it for the longest time. And this one is basically that your stomach becomes acidic and is extremely bad for you, because as it becomes oh, here we go. Now we can actually see where dinosaurs are. So as your stomach becomes acidic, it actually doesn't promote cells to survive. So it's going to kill cells in your stomach. So it's a bad thing. Ooh, that sounds close to me. And so one of the most basic functions of your stomach is to ensure that you're always having that proper balance of alkalinity down there. And so certain foods you can eat can actually result in a more acidic stomach, which can result in an extreme feeling of tiredness. You'll feel tired all the time. And it also results in you gaining a lot of weight. So if you're a fat person, really what the problem is your stomach's too acidic because of the foods you eat creating that acidity, and then it's causing a lot of other problems for you. So if you avoid foods that create that acidity, you're going to be a lot happier. So you want to eat alkaline foods. What that means is basically eat green foods. If you eat foods that are green, it's going to make a massive difference for you, because those green foods are going to completely balance out your stomach and your cells and all that stuff and make it work. And again, this is all like really researched material, but it could change. And if it does change, I'll definitely update you guys on what the new science tells us. But this currently is the best that science has, and that is that alkaline in your stomach is not good. Where are all the dinos at, yo? I don't see anyone right now. And so that's extremely important. You should aim to have about 70 to 80% of your diet as alkaline forming and life-giving. So aka 70 to 80% of your diet should be green foods. They should be, I swore I think I hear a dinosaur. Oh, I do! Oh my gosh, my first dino! I finally see one. Oh my gosh, we gotta get him. 70 to 80% of your foods. That was another player and he just zipped off. I don't know where he went. That was my first chance for a kill. Alright, I have no idea where he went, but there he is. They should be live foods, alright? Live foods meaning they grow in the ground. I'm not talking about, this is actually PvP right now. This is legit. I don't know if I can kill him though, because we're like the same creature. Oh, I did! I got him. I got him. How do I eat him now? This is big. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Oh, he died real quick. Alright, well, we killed him, but it looks like we can't eat him for some reason. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. But anyway, 70-80% alkaline foods you want to keep alive. You don't want to... Actually, this is something I don't do, but I'm going to try to start doing, and something maybe you guys are interested in doing too. But if you eat animals, it actually can cause the exact same acidity to build up. So they encourage you to only eat things that... I mean, almost vegetarianism. Not completely, but almost is what a lot of nutritionists and health specialists and experts are saying is going to provide you with the most benefit. Now, that probably just blinded you, but this is our night vision, so if you see me change it to white later, you know why. And I know I just saw someone over here, so we're going to go jump into that. Now, another important thing to do off of the topic of diet is actually aerobic exercise. So if you're not running, working out, walking, some type of physical exercise, you're going to be gaining weight. You're not going to be right in the mind. You're not going to be right in the body. And it's a recipe for disaster. A lot of experts say that this is the one thing that would cause the most issues to go away in your life, is if you did some sort of aerobic exercise. And that's going to help your cardiovascular system get oxygen in your blood. It's just going to help you be more healthy overall. And I mean, you know what the risks are of not doing it. They consist of a shorter life. They consist of being extremely obese. They consist of all kinds of crap. That, what, 2/3 of the United States is overweight right now or obese. So 2/3 of the United States is at risk of dying early and not being happy and all of these things going on. And it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And it's so simple. I mean, 30 minutes a day, maybe 3 days a week. That's it. Go run a little bit. Go lift a couple weights. Take a walk through a park. It's not that hard, but a lot of people don't do it. They have their own reasons for not doing it, and all of their reasons are complete lies and made up. Whatever excuse you have, and you keep telling yourself whatever reason you have for not working out or running it's just a lie, you know. No matter what it is, you don't have an excuse. I don't care what happened to you. There is no excuse to not do it. And it's gonna cause some big problems for you later down the line. So hopefully you figure that out and can do it, because it will make a massive impact. And then back to food. There's a lot of simple things you can do to eat and make your eating a little bit healthier. So drink before you eat, not during when you eat, because that's going to help you stay full before you get into it, and then you're not going to eat as much. Like, there's a lot of simple tricks like that. Even eating organic foods, while more expensive, helps you avoid some pesticides and cancer-causing things that may cause some issues with your life and stuff. So there's not a lot of dinosaurs in this game, are there? There really is not a lot. I'm not really sure if I'm missing something, or if I'm really just missing the point of this game, but I don't know. It's at least beautiful. It's a nice dinosaur walking simulator. But I can do a whole episode on the details of fine eating and small things and tricks to help lose weight and help be healthy and help keep your mind where it should be, stay hydrated, all this, the stuff we talked about. Water-focused foods, foods with low alkalinity, green foods, low meat, low animal products is, there's some really big health benefits to it. And it's something that I don't do. Personally, I eat a lot of meat. And it's maybe something I'll do more research on myself and try to change, but it's definitely an important one worth sharing. And along those same lines, our body's literally designed for movement. Our body is designed to be out there every single day, hunting for food, finding berries, whatever it is that freaking our cavemen people did. But little of us actually do that. Little of us actually move all day. A lot of us work in office jobs or go to school, come home, play video games, and that's all we do. It's incredibly bright right now. And there's just no movement going on. And so by adding small movements in your day, like taking steps instead of the elevator and walking a little bit extra, going to a park, walking your dog, whatever it is, finding excuses to just move in any way that you can make a massive difference for you, because your mindset is based on your body. So if you're sitting there all day, not moving, sitting there, you can become depressed very quickly, and it's not a good thing to have. Now, this one's probably one of the more important ones I want to talk about, and one of the more difficult ones to actually control, and that is to have a controlled mind and heart. You have control of what goes into your mind. You stand guard at the door of your mind. And so when someone says something you don't like, or when someone says something that might hurt you or cause you problems, you decide to let that into your mind and let that destroy you or whatever it is, or discourage you or send you in a cycle of negativity. And so it's, it's not really a good thing to deal with. And so you stand guard. Ooh, I hear one. I hear dinosaur. I hear one near us. But you stand guard at your door. You decide what gets in. And so it's important to have that mental strength to be able to prevent bad things from getting into your mind. The news, the media, all this stuff that can influence you, you control what gets in there. And for your heart, maybe 3 times per day, shift all of your focus towards your heart, your mind, your breath, your breathing. Focus on your heart. Just acknowledge that it's there. Make sure you recognize it. It's extremely important to notice. It just really helps you mentally just kind of be in control of yourself. It kind of is a way to meditate almost, but also stay in control. And it's incredible. It's really nice. 3 times a day, slow down, forget what you're doing, drop the project, focus on your heart, breathe with it, whatever it is you have to do, focus on it. And then the most important thing that I may say is that when you wake up, what you should do for 10 minutes before, maybe after your shower, during your shower, spend 10 minutes doing nothing but thinking, oh, we're getting hurt because you're starving. Okay, we're out of water. Thinking about positive memories and future visions that you want to have. Think about what the future you want to have looks like, and think about things that you're proud of. 10 minutes every single day. It's going to help you be grateful for things, set your mindset in a positive mood, which changes how you view everything else in your day. If you go into the day with a negative mindset, you only see negative. If you go in with a positive mindset, you only see positive. And so it can really, really influence your quality of life. Now we're going to talk about some quick things to eliminate before we die here. Eliminate dairy products that can cause cancer, that can cause some very bad side effects to you. Do your research. I'm not going to go into detail on that. Animal products, animal flesh essentially is bad. There's a lot of research that shows it can cause cancer. Any type of meat, we're talking ground beef, we're talking chicken, a lot of problems with it, and it's not, you know, it's newly discovered. Maybe they'll go back in 10 years and say, hey, you know what, it's actually good. But could be one of the reasons why cancer is such a big thing right now is from animal meat and milk. And then the last thing is avoid bad habits. You're smoking, doing drugs, whatever it is, alcohol, it's going to really mess with your mind. And so I listed like 12 huge topics, and if you do all 12 of these things consistently and make that your new routine, change your routine up. Instead of avoiding water and getting pop, you now get water, and doing every single one of these, you're going to change yourself and you're going to change your life completely. And I can tell you that because these are the things that I've done to help change mine in the past year. So it's super important. Hope you guys can try that, and let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have any questions or want a more detailed version of this, I can definitely do that in the future and, you know, talk to you guys about some of that stuff. But leave a comment today. Tell me which one of these you like the most and why. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to spread the love, and I'll see you all tomorrow.